thing. Young people who were not old enough to participate in the seizure of power in the Revolutionary War consider themselves revolutionaries because they're all engaged in a collective effort to build a new society. In the Battle of Algiers, one of the revolutionaries, said something to that effect, which I think was perhaps one of the most profound statements in the entire film, when he says that it's very difficult to organize for revolution. It's even more difficult to keep that revolutionary struggle moving, to sustain it. It's extremely difficult to win the revolutionary struggle, but the most difficult thing, the most difficult task comes afterwards, after you've been able to seize power, after you've destroyed the oppressor, and when you have to set about the task of building a new world.
And on what level? This new world, is it simply on the economic level? Or is it...
Well, obviously, the first thing that you have to do is to see to it that the basic needs of the people are satisfied, to see to it that everybody has enough to eat, clothing, shelter. But that's only the presupposition for building that new society. You know, that thing that Che called the new man, a completely different kind of psychological attitude. And the most important thing to realize when we talk about building a new society, building a new man, is that it's not something that's abstract, that you seize power and then all of a sudden after the revolution, when you have power, you drop a blueprint of what the new man is going to look like and you go on to build it. But Che made the very important point that the society that you're going to build is already reflected in the nature of the struggle that you're carrying out. And that's and one of the most important things in relationship to that is the building of a collective spirit. You know, getting away from this individualistic orientation, you know, towards life. A lot of people talk about, you know, political involvement versus personal salvation, personal involvement, you know, versus one's own subjectivity. One of the most important things that has to be done in the process of carrying out a revolutionary struggle is to merge those two different levels, to merge the personal with the political, where they're no longer separate.